Hey guys, Kiwi here. In this video, I'll be discussing the possibilities of Negan and the Saviors attacking the kingdom during Season 8 of The Walking Dead. With that being said, possible warning of spoilers for Season 8, and let's jump right into it. Alright, so first off, I'd like to bring up the question of what exactly Negan even knows about the kingdom. And well, that's actually a pretty good question. Gavin is the leader of the Saviors who control getting the supplies from the kingdom, and we haven't even ever seen him talk to Negan personally. We can assume this is just because we haven't had a reason to watch them interact with each other on the show yet, as Gavin would only meet with Negan over something incredibly important. I also assume that Gavin controls his own outpost, similar to the one Rick and Group took out during Season 6B. If this is true, Gavin's outpost could also be in control of other communities as well, the kingdom just being the largest out of them. And how many outposts does Negan even have for that matter? If he has multiple outposts taking care of multiple communities, how much does he really know about each individual group that he's terrorizing? So as I'm starting to wonder how much information Gavin is even giving out about the kingdom, I'm curious about how much Gavin even knows about it himself. And by this I mean, for example, does he even know that King Ezekiel has a tiger? I don't believe Ezekiel has ever brought Shiva along with him on one of their meetings with Gavin's group, so unless Ezekiel randomly told him, Gavin would have no idea about this. So if Gavin has no idea about Shiva, I assume that Negan didn't either. And if Negan doesn't know that the kingdom has a tiger, then he doesn't know where the tiger even came from that was attacking him during the Season 7 finale. And while I assume that every soldier from the kingdom wears the same protective armor, did the Saviors even acknowledge that? I say this because it's not like Gavin was there at Alexandria to point fingers at Ezekiel for Negan, so how will they know for sure? So if none of the Saviors had any idea who Ezekiel was at Alexandria and Gavin doesn't know that the kingdom has a tiger, will Negan have any idea about what community came to save the day at the end of Season 7? I don't know if maybe Gregory could rat out that Rick and Group know about the kingdom, or maybe even Jadis could have told them if Rick told her. But I don't believe Negan has ever met Ezekiel himself, and the Saviors have never stepped foot inside of the kingdom as well. That being said, it won't take long for Negan to acquire a list of every community he's harassing, along with details for each group. How many other communities do you think have the same deal as the kingdom, where the Saviors don't step foot inside the place whatsoever? It's pretty difficult to hide a tiger, and I don't think it will realistically take Negan that long to put two and two together, especially if he interrogates Gavin about everything that's been happening at the kingdom recently. So will we get to see Gavin finally talk to Negan for once in Season 8? It'd be nice to see Gavin catching Negan up to speed with everything going on between him and Ezekiel, including how Jared shot Benjamin in the leg, killing him. Maybe Gavin or Jared will get punished in Season 8 for pissing off the kingdom enough to revolt. I honestly hope that if Jared gets punished, he still gets killed by someone from the kingdom, whether it's Ezekiel or Morgan or Carol or even Jerry. I just want the kingdom to get that redemption for Benjamin. I wouldn't mind seeing Gavin get in trouble, however, for not keeping shit under control, especially considering that the kingdom was one of their best providers out of everyone that they're harassing. So we've discussed what Negan may or may not know about the kingdom, along with how he could possibly figure out information required to potentially attack them, so will they? It's definitely a possibility that Negan could just send Gavin to go clean up his mess with Ezekiel, but it's also possible that Negan would just want to go knock on Ezekiel's door himself, or at least send Simon or Dwight instead. Now, although it would be incredibly epic to watch the Saviors march towards the kingdom, I'd like for the kingdom to actually attack first. And by this I mean I'd like to see Morgan, Ezekiel, Carol, and everyone else attack Gavin's group head-on in an attempt to take them out. Hell, it doesn't just have to be members from the kingdom. We could possibly have people from the Hilltop or Alexandria helping alongside this mission, like even Rick himself. I'm unsure of how exactly they'd acquire the location of Gavin's outpost, but maybe this is where Dwight could come into play. I'm unsure of how much power Dwight actually has at the sanctuary, but it should be enough to where he can go look at some files or something and find the address as to where Gavin sleeps. Now, in fear of this becoming a repeat of when Rick took out the outpost during Season 6, I figure that something will probably go wrong or be remixed in a way that relates to maybe Ezekiel's storyline during All Out War, but that's another topic for another day. What do you guys think as far as Negan and Gavin versus the Kingdom goes? If there's any details that I'm missing, definitely let me know, but either way, feel free to share your opinions and theories in the comments section below, along with leaving a like on the video if you've enjoyed anything I've said today. If you have an Instagram or a Twitter, definitely consider following me on there as well. Links will be in the description. That's pretty much it for this video though, guys, so thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.
Goddamn hunger! Taste that, Simon? That is the taste of shit!